Hello, and welcome to our webinar on how you can use your professional learning passport to showcase your skills in a CV, use it to present your research, or show your progress as part of an annual review. We'll cover how you can upload any file into your PLP and use embed services from a wide range of websites. We'll also show you how you can bring out your creative side and design your own personal pages. After the event, you'll find the video on our YouTube page, and if you have any questions as we go along, please put them into the chat and we'll answer them at the end of the presentation. About the Professional Learning Passport. The PLP is your personal online tool that's available for all registrants, and it's a space for you to record and reflect on your professional learning. It's packed with features for you to use, including structured reflection templates, mapping your experiences to your professional standards, and EBSCO, a research library full of ebooks and academic papers on a wide range of topics. Upload embed services. You can upload any type of file to your PLP. This can range from formal documents such as qualification certificates, notes that you've taken from a training event, to sound and video clips. You can upload an unlimited number of files of any size, including PDFs, images, audio and video, and everything in between. Simply use the upload tool from your PLP dashboard to add your files. You can add multiple at the same time, and we strongly recommend you give them easily identifiable file names. You can tag your files as you upload them with any common reference you want, and this will help you find your files quickly and easily in the future. And it's also worth noting at this point there's no folder structure in the PLP. Once your files are uploaded, they will appear in your asset store, ready to be used. If you've tagged them, you're able to search by specific tag to easily locate them. You can also take advantage of services that use embed codes such as Google's G Suite of applications, YouTube, Canva, and many more. These can be placed directly into the page you're designing. Firstly, we'll show you how to access the tools to build a page, and then we'll put together a project to show you what's possible. How to access the builder to use your tools. When you're logged into your PLP, select the menu option and then Get Creative. This will give you a number of options, and in this presentation we're going to concentrate on pages and portfolios. We'll select a page as our first option. As the name implies, this is a single blank document. The tools to populate this page is generated from the plus add content button. This allows you to add blocks of that type to your page, and each block is added in chronological order. You're able to drag and drop these blocks so they appear in the desired order on the page. There are 7 options for you to use. Banner. You can use any image as a banner for your page and then resize that to fit the page. Use whatever photo or image you like, and if you're searching for inspiration, there's a wide range of images already in the PLP for you to choose from. An important concept to introduce now is the property sidebar, which gives you additional options for the whole page as well as each respective block you add. Select the properties option and this will pop out for you, and you can see you've got options at the top for both block and the page. For the banner block, you can choose from options to edit the size of the image, whether you want text in the image or below it, and more. Text. The text option allows you to add any written content into this section, either writing directly into the block or copied and pasted from another source. You have a host of formatting options via the formatting bar, allowing you to select the font and the size of the text, and all the usual features you'd expect, such as bullet points, text alignment, and more. You can also link to assets you've uploaded to your account or to external websites. Finally, in the properties sidebar, you can add a title and choose whether to use 1 or 2 columns for your text. Image. The image block allows you to add either an existing image from your account or upload something new directly into the page. From the properties sidebar, add a title or caption, and there are options to link the image to one of your assets or to an existing site. Video. Much like the image block, the video allows you to add either an existing video from your account or upload something new directly into the page. The properties bar provides you with options on how the video performs when the page opens. It can be set to autoplay or loop if you want. Audio. The audio block works the same way as the image and video blocks, and you'll have the same control over the behavior of the file in the properties sidebar. Embed. No need to upload files or resources if they exist on a supported site. Use the embed block to bring these directly into the page. Add video content for providers such as YouTube, created documents from Google Drive and SharePoint, resources you've created in Canva and Padlet, and much, much more. We'll leave the link to all supported sites in the comments and in the YouTube description of the video. Got a few words of inspiration that you'd like to feature prominently in the page? Use a quote block. Use the properties sidebar to add a citation for your source if you need to, and use the background color drop down to make your quote stand out. Creating a page. Now that we've gone through the basics, let's build a page taking advantage of all the features the PLP has to offer. Firstly, let's start by creating the page. I choose to save it straight away as it's then created in my asset store, and I can return it to any point to update it. Next, let's choose the size of the page. I'm going to choose the fixed width option as it gives me more options to personalize the page by adding a background image or color. So let's do the former. We can do this via the sidebar. First, I'll select the option for fixed width, and then I'll select the background image option. The image I want to use is saved on my computer, so I'll select Upload New and drag the file to the uploader. Finally, I'm going to select my own banner image, resize it, and give my page a title. I'll do this first by selecting the resize option and choosing medium. And then selecting the replace image option, and then selecting the image I want to use from my asset store. I'll also use a sidebar to add text underneath the banner image, and I'll choose not to add a subtitle to that text. Now it's time to give my page some content. Let's start with some text content. I'll use the plus add content option to add a text field, and then I've got some content saved in a Word document that I'll copy over. There are some formatting options within the sidebar we can consider. Firstly, I'll make the text box the same width as the page, and I'll also add a title. We have the option to leave the text unformatted or change it to a newspaper-style 2-column format. For accessibility reasons, I'm going to leave it as a single column, as this is easier to read, and I'll ensure it's all left aligned and increase the font size. I'm also going to add a hyperlink to some of the text. I can do this by firstly highlighting the text I want to form the link, and then selecting the link option in the text formatting bar. Here I can link to an external website or an asset I've added to my account. I'm going to do the former, so I paste the URL of the target website into the address field, and I'll select the option for this link to open in a new tab. The link function works for both external web pages and any asset you've uploaded. So if you're using the PLP to create a CV, you can link to any relevant copies of your qualification certificates. If you're presenting a project and you want to link either a copy of a PowerPoint or a piece of research you've used, you can add these. Let's take a moment to preview the page. This is what it looks like to anyone you share it with. It's looking good, but we've still got content to add. We'll show you how to share your document at the end of the presentation. Now I'm going to add a couple of images, and they're both here to illuminate the thought processes in putting together this presentation, rather than this just being a demonstration of the finished product. The first is a static image, and the second is a GIF. These can be uploaded to your PLP account and will animate automatically. In the sidebar for these images, I've got a number of options. I'll make sure they're the same width as the text above, and I'll add titles to them both. You can also choose to have an action when the viewer clicks the image, and I'm going to choose to add a link to an external website by adding the URL into the box. We'll move on to audio files. This is a relatively simple field. Firstly, upload your file in an audio format. I've got an MP3 of our podcasts, Gozio with the AWC, and I'll upload new feature to add that. Again, the sidebar gives us a number of options to ensure this section is the same width as our other blocks, and I'll add a title and caption. There are some personalization options within the sidebar that I'm not going to use. If you wanted to add background music to your page, you simply add the audio file and then select the options to both autoplay and loop the audio, and these will then play when the page is viewed. Taking a break from the multimedia, we'll add a quote block into the page. This is useful if you've got some relevant words of wisdom that have inspired you or your project. You can choose a background color to help make this pop out to the viewer, and it's best practice to give credit to the source of your words. Finally, we're going to add some more external content via the embed block. As mentioned before, there's a host of options you can use here. If you check the link in the block, you'll be able to see what's currently supported. We'll start with a fairly obvious candidate, YouTube. I'll use a video from the EWC channel, and I'll choose to generate the embed text. This gets pasted into the field on your page, and as you can see, the video is now embedded into your page. This could be either something you've created or a piece of evidence that's relevant to your document. We'll choose another service for our second embed field. This time we'll take a post from Facebook and add that. Again, you can see the whole post is added to the document and it links out to the post on the Facebook platform. Select the link to see all supported services. And there it is, we're done. We'll hit that preview button so you can see what it looks like as a finished article. As you can see, all the embedded multimedia is available. And now I'll return to the builder and I'll select the I want to button to share this page. I'll choose to share this with the web, which will generate an URL for this page, which I'll now share in the chat for you to access. We've concentrated on a single page, but at the start of the presentation we mentioned portfolios. These are documents containing multiple pages, which you can create out of already existing assets or from a blank slate. They're useful if you're presenting a large amount of data or information and want to spread this over multiple pages. I've opened an existing portfolio in my asset store, and to add an additional page to the portfolio, I'll select the plus button. From the options, I can either add a new page or add an existing asset. The former will give me a blank page to populate, and the latter lets me add something I've already created, like this page, to the existing portfolio. As mentioned at the start of the presentation, a page can be used for a myriad of reasons. Completed a research project for a program such as NPEP or the Youth Work Peer Research Project. Use the page to collect your data and conclusions in one place. Made a CV to show off your skills and employability. Attach the link to any job application you make. Created a professional inquiry project as an NQT. Add it to the PLE template so it feeds straight into your induction profile. It's also worth noting that these documents are live rather than static, so if you add any more information or text, anyone who accesses them will see those changes. This webinar will be available on our YouTube channel shortly, and we'll message all participants to confirm when that's ready. We'll now stop the recording and we'll take any questions that we've had in the chat bar.